Welcome to this week's edition of the Dumb Monks Podcast, episode 225. Cheeks, this, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm great.
You gotta come with some more energy than that. Off of the Rumble and Rumble fallout. You coming in here all sleepy eyed and all monotone. You gonna put the listeners to bed in the first 10 seconds of the show.
If you know me, when do I ever have energy?
No, it's
never.
It's 2025. We gotta change the leaf. Okay,
we
gotta come.
Never.
You're right.
I'm a chill guy.
We're in February. You're supposed to be excited right now. I
won't celebrate half of it. I'm a chill guy.
Do you alternate days, or do you just celebrate the first half or the second half?
They give me nights and weekends.
DJ, what up? What up?
DJ?
You should always have a hangover. This is better than the hair of the dog right now coming in after a Friday night of drinking.
Always have a hangover? Depends on DJ's age there. I can't have a hangover every weekend now.
Those are done.
Yeah.
Well, listen. The amount of science, the amount of science that has gone into developing the no hangover next day. But I'm a true authentic person. I don't do none of that. I'm not taking none of those. If I'm gonna go out and pull the jersey out of the rafters for a night, which I might do later tonight. I do got an occasion tonight, so we'll see. But yeah, man, you gotta man up and fight through that the next day. You gotta go to Gatorade, Pedialyte route.
Get time all everything.
Get a Wendy's spicy chicken, and yeah, that was the go-to hangover meal for me. It was a Wendy's spicy chicken. I don't know why. You think burger with grease absorb some of that up? No, it was a Wendy's spicy chicken next day.
And you wonder why you have heartburn now.
That was my gym hangover meal.
You've never been in a gym. What are you talking about? You ain't been in a gym since high school.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as I got done, my reward
was Wendy's.
You burned off the calories to put them back on.
Put them back on.
Just canceled everything he did in the gym.
I ain't working out for nothing.
Oh, man, it was bad. It was bad. Like, as soon as you left the gym, man, just off to the right. It was like, it was there.
Just give me an extra large frosty.
So, fellas, as you can see, the title of the show is called Cheeks. We're gonna start off with hard-hitting questions. Who has the best cheeks in the business?
Wow, this guy, you're coming in for cancellations right now.
You're definitely trying to change your algorithm.
Yeah, this guy he's souping his algorithm up for nothing but bootios as soon as he opens the app. Straight
trying to get my algorithm like that.
Let's go to the cheeks so y'all phones pick it up. Cheeks.
Toxic masculinity at its finest right now. You can't do that. You can't do that. What are we doing? What are we doing right now?
You're not even gonna get them cheeks. You're gonna get like oil of Olay, like facial cream or something later on. Pause.
Man.
No, but for real, let's get serious. Let's talk about.
There was a certain somebody that won a big match last week that got no cheeks. Old Sarah Plain and Tall, light as a feather, flat as a board.
I can't believe you brought up Sarah Plain and Tall.
Yeah, Sarah Plain and Tall. That's going to be the new
nickname. That image I sent you in the text messages. Steal.
Yeah, this is 1000% accurate. NXT runs the cheeks game.
Yes.
I detected there.
There was some cosplaying cheeks on Wednesday night that was
man
set the internet afire there, boy. Certain pose hanging over the top rope that just I'm sure there was a bunch of volcanic yeets going on. Pause.
Even the champ seen it. It's like, yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah.
No, but seriously, let's talk about those releases that happened overnight.
Quite a bit.
Previously, we had Duke Hudson, who was like earlier this month, which was
last month. I thought January.
Yeah. Last month,
Chase. I think after Chase, you was done. He was done.
Kind of kept under wraps. You had him, Blair Davenport, Sonya Deville, AOP, and Paul Ellering, and Cedric Alexander.
No surprises. Well, I guess AOP was kind of a surprise with Ellering, just based off of the faction with Cross.
Sonya was a shock to me.
Yeah, Sonya too.
Look, I saw something today that perfectly sums that up. They didn't renew her contract because after 10 years with the company, what has she done? 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, way back when there was that 6-month rule in NXT, right? You got to get off the pot. 6 months, you're either call up on TV or you're cut. That didn't really play out to fruition, as they said. But 10 years, man. Like, you are what you are, and she is what she is.
They kind of squandered a few decisions.
This is no hate to Sonya. I definitely feel like, she had her momentum stopped and started.
Yeah. I think she had it with Chelsea, and then she got hurt. Remember, they were tag champs.
Fire and Ice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
her and Mandy were good.
Injuries. Yeah, injuries really hurt her.
She had the unfortunate stocking situation, right?
Yeah.
We see Asuka going through that right now, which is just ridiculous. And certain points of times, there's things as a man that, well, I guess men get stocked too, but just from a wrestling perspective, it seems like you creeps out there continuing to be extra creepy for no reason.
There's a lot of that shit out there.
I agree with you, Wavy. That was money. I enjoyed her as GM.
I've always liked her. Like, I always hoped she did better than what they gave her for a lot of things, but
yeah,
this Pure Fusion Collective just fell flat. You had the talent, you just gave it a bad name and booked it terribly.
Look, at the end of the day, with everybody that got released, nobody was a prominent. Holy shit! Like, what are they thinking? Like, Cedric hasn't been seen in God knows how long.
He was in
NXT with Ashanti, Rico Suave Adonis.
He just out there taking a job.
Yeah.
Look, the Wyatt 6 angle ended, and we haven't seen Final Testament outside of Karrion Kross doing backstage stuff. Like,
definite waste.
So that's a waste there.
And you build up the tag division, as you say.
Yeah, no creative for AOP. Yeah, man, like,
it's good on their part too. I mean, it sucks that somebody losing their job, but if they're not doing anything with them, just let them go.
Yeah,
agreed.
Do you see anybody?
It's not holding on to people just to hold on to people.
Yeah, do you see anybody going elsewhere?
Well, I mean, we immediately got the rumors. MVP, Bobby Lashley, and Shelton are going to push to have Cedric in AEW.
They're back together.
I mean, look, if he joins AEW in that role specifically, I'm not going to be mad at it. Nope. I don't necessarily agree with what they're doing with the Hurt Syndicate right now, but to each his own. We can have that discussion later. But yeah, I mean, I thought Duke Hudson had a really good bit and video that he dropped with the quote unquote shoot interview aspect, right? But he did it on himself, so that's always a great play. Duke's another guy where it's like, did you miscast him? Did you not, type him the right way? He was in NXT for 6 years and never really got outside of Chase U success.
Sweet one to be the third member of the Shield.
So yeah, I don't.
You get your tactical vest.
Yeah, I think Duke was he was done. His time was over with.
That might have been the biggest surprise because they were the most over thing faction in NXT.
They, not him. They.
But still,
I know he's a part of that, but if you're ranking Chase U members, he's not number one. So like,
he's 3.
3's not 1. 3's not 2.
Yeah, Indy was also, not renewing. She had a great gimmick showing up and giving Sexy Dexy an Indy Hartwell t-shirt this week that she posted on Twitter or on X. Look, man, Well, I'd be excited to see where some of these people land. Absolutely. The only thing that makes me curious now, right, especially from a women's perspective, if some of these women, like take Blair Davenport, for example, if she goes to TNA, but you're right back in a relationship with WWE. So how does, you know what I mean? Like, how does that work? I think Blair could absolutely, be a very much needed addition to the TNA Knockouts roster, because that segment on Thursday night was kind of rough with an 8-woman battle royale, so to speak. And that just highlighted kind of where they're at as far as the division goes. So, yeah,
I saw Indy say that she wants to go to TNA.
Steve, play this out for me. Say you have that and you're transferring roster. How do you go about that? You still have to officially release them. You have to make
you got to make the separation, right? Mm-hmm. You got to wait the 90 days, or if your contract just runs out, as the case with, like Josh Alexander, his last day is February 15th. So he's a free agent. Cedric, in his tweet, said, "See you in 90." So he has 90 days to wait before he can join anywhere, right? So it all depends.
Sonya's up, she's out.
Sonya's up, she's out. They're not renewing.
Her contract expires,
so she could go anywhere. But it's just interesting to see the dynamic with this TNA roster, TNA shakeup, TNA partnership. Like, how many of these people that could benefit from going to TNA may not go that route now because of the partnership with WWE and the sour taste that's left after being released or not having your contract renewed. Mm-hmm. So does it limit where you go? Because after TNA, from a women's perspective, AEW is not booking women's wrestling, right? Ring of Honor, but nobody sees Ring of Honor because it's behind a paywall. You got Stardom and that. New Japan's kind of flirting with women, but not really a women's division.
But the two of them, you have to search for them just as much as you search for Ring of Honor.
So does Blair Davenport, personally, does she go back to the UK scene? Right? Australia has a hot wrestling scene. So, like, there's definitely options in indies that can book to where these talents can make money and make a name off themselves. But from an established promotion standpoint, it's real curious to see how this partnership over the next few years with TNA impacts released wrestlers.
Mm-hmm. So a question about that 90 days, the company that released them, are they still paid within those 90 days, or no, they just can't compete?
Depends on the contract and how it's laid out. Some of them will probably get paid out through the 90 days. Others, they were just released and then they have their 90-day no compete where they can't end up on television or sign somewhere else, etc. It just depends. And I'm sure, contracts are different for everybody. I don't think there's just a standard contract WWE has. There may be for certain talents, when you come in the door in NXT, but after you've been there for a while, based on negotiations, everybody's contract's different. So they may put different clauses in for different wrestlers depending. But again, with the talent that they release, it's kind of like, it doesn't matter if they show up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you could have Babe Priestley show up at Collision tonight and it's not going to be like, oh my God, it's a shift in the landscape.
Yeah.
Same with any of these people. Like,
haven't been on
and
TV
again,
now.
that's not a slight on them. It's just, there's no buzz around them. They got to go back out and generate that buzz because they've been off TV and not used for how long.
Mm-hmm. But you know how some of these promotions are. Whenever they bring in somebody that gets released, they'll try to make it seem like it's the next big thing. And not always is.
True. I think AOP can get that buzz just because they're size and stature, being attraction.
But when AOP got brought back into WWE, they had a lot of stank on them for that event that they were supposedly going to run in the UK that fell through, kind of like a Fire Fest situation where they were handing out cheese sandwiches. And wrestlers, didn't get paid. It was just a mess with them coming back. So,
and really, after they got released from WWE, other than that, I don't really remember hearing much about them.
They didn't go out and jump on the scene. Yeah. So, like, I think one of them had an MMA fight because they both were from that world. So to me, they're like a out of sight, out of mind. I don't think we'll hear anything more from AOP in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
So let's head on to our Mount Rushmores and mushes of the week. Let's start with the. You got a rant?
Get that out of the way.
Potentially.
Okay, let's start with the Mount Rushmores then. Anybody want to start it off?
Depending on where you guys go, will depend on whether or not I have a rant. So
Okay,
I'll go. NXT, JDC showing up to the Fandango music, and him coming back saying thank you to the fans. Hey, this music, I'm here, but I'm here as JDC, and I want the Heritage Cup. Just good to see Fandango back on, WWE TV. Since I don't watch TNA that much.
You with the
No.
You weren't dude?
No, but I was truly shocked when the music hits.
Yeah.
When the music hit, I was truly shocked. I wasn't expecting him at all.
He got a little shoulder shake for me.
it is a catchy theme, boy.
It is.
Yeah, but I'm glad that he was just like, yeah, they just played the music just for me just now because I love that music, but it's not Fandango.
Yeah, I'm hoping like next week when he comes out, you get the system theme music.
Yeah, I think that was just
should
kind of announcing, but yeah, moving forward, let's move away from that.
No, that was it.
Fandango out of everything, especially with your boys winning last night on SmackDown. You went with Fandango.
I think he's lost hope. I believe when I see it, he's lost hope.
Out of state, out of mind, huh?
I thought Donald would have had, main event Yeet Mania Jey Uso as his Mount Rushmore this week.
Oh, I think we knew better than that.
That was me there.
That was your Mount Rushmore, was Jay?
That was my Mount Rushmore because enough to get an encore night one. He almost made my mush though, but like the man's just over. And I'm seeing the internet is dying down on the Jay hate.
That Jay hate was so minuscule.
Yeah, it was night one and it was done.
Yeah, it was not a true indication.
Yeah,
get off the IWC X bubble.
Yeah,
the previous guy that had the chance said it best. Fickle.
he almost made my bush because you gotta. I'm over emotional Jay. We had it during the IC run. You wasting time. I was sitting there like, okay, what women's match is getting cut for this promo? Because
12 minutes, 12-minute intro, 13-minute intro.
If they want to make you the face of the company, you got to start cutting promos. You got to Jimmy take him out back, teach him how to cut a promo. Let's go.
Jimmy had a good promo last night with Drew.
Yes, he did.
You could tell it was an older brother.
He's talking minutes. This guy.
Had that much extra training. That's why.
I respect what he does and everything. I just don't relate to the man. I mean, like all of us have that wrestler that is just like, and he's just blow on my screen every time I see him. That's just me. That's my opinion. Take it or leave it, but it just is. I'm not sold.
Like you can equate it. I bring up the bloodline and the the Marvel saga that was Infinity War, Endgame, that whole phase 1, 2, 3, etc. The 10-year run, just based off of the longevity and everything else. But Jay's not Captain America. He's not Iron Man, right? But Jay's like he's Thor. Like, look at the arc that Thor went through. Jay's had the same arc. And now it's his turn to be a top guy. You can't doubt what he's done over the last 4 or 5 years.
Call him Thor. fuck
Boy,
out of here.
this is more hard guy. You don't get your solo movie. You get a
Not Hawkeye. Get out of here. There's no way.
you don't get a solo movie.
But you got Roman and you got Jay. Like, and Jay arguably is outside Roman's at times. Roman said he's there to build everybody up. And he's literally built everybody up. But I think that, Donald, to you, where you don't get the investment when you look at Jay, that's where everybody else has come into play. Everybody else is connected with Jay for everything that he's been through over the last 4 or 5 years. I mean, if you go back and they were showing clips of different points in times in the story and the saga that was the bloodline and different aspects, like the pops Jay was getting back then, and the investment from the crowd back then has just continued to snowball down the mountain, and now there's the avalanche, and we're seeing the avalanche play out in real time over the last 12, 13, 14 months. So I don't need every crowd to get an encore as far as the Yeet, but like for this being week 1 after the Rumble,
I can see that. Yeah,
That should just been Monday.
yeah. So, and I like the story that they're beginning to tell. I want to see if it truly develops and gets legs underneath it, but I like what they've done, and they're giving him a direction with it. So
Maybe
we'll see where it goes.
You pull Hill Cody out of this. Maybe.
He's going to go. Listen, if you watch the Rumble Fallout show, I've already said my piece on Cody being full heel. So, and this man acted like a heel last night. Oh, let me run down my list of injuries that my doctor.
Oh yeah,
I'm just like,
with a smug look on his face.
Yeah.
But what do you want to talk about?
Me, I think you got the perfect story for both winners. This will build the hell out of Jay, and this will build the hell out of Stratton.
I thought you were going to talk about Jay and Cena. Perfect stories.
No.
That Cena story is you know where that's going. I'll give my Elimination Chamber prediction now, and even though the event's in 3 weeks, John Cena's winning the Chamber. John Cena's winning the Chamber,
And CM Punk's getting injured.
Yeah. Cena's winning the Chamber. We're getting Cena, Rollins, and Roman. Like we can already book out WrestleMania.
Yeah,
you
you
want me to
can.
grab the pencil in that regard. But yeah, having Jay on Mount Rushmore this week after winning the Rumble, not going to be mad about that either.
I don't know.
So, Chris, I'll go if you don't go last.
Doesn't matter.
My Mount Rushmore this week is a week-long Mount Rushmore just because of everything that he did. Kevin Owens for me is my Mount Rushmore this week.
Same exact.
See, I hate when me and Chris agree. I hate it. But
Man put his body on the line.
from the performance in the ladder match, DJ, how much you want to bet? How much you want to bet, DJ? We'll make a friendly bet. We'll throw a $1, Mortimer and Randolph bet on this. But Cena's winning the Chamber. There's another one that thinks Punk's winning and not Cena. All right, I'll just come on here with a big old pat on my back here at the Chamber.
Barry Horowitz.
Yeah. No, but back to
Y'all can
KO.
just hang out with Steve that week because then. No.
Look, I mean, but no, I got KO as my Mount Rushmore.
Gold.
Gold. I could have went with Alexa Bliss with the comeback and the pop and the emotion and everything. I could have went with Toni Storm for what she did on Wednesday night with the cosplay of Mariah May and how fantastic that whole bit was.
Character, boy.
Yeah.
That's what he really meant, Jason. That's what he really meant.
That regard there. But yeah, I could have went with Fatu for his promo last night again. But yeah, KO from the bumps in the ladder match to attacking Sammy on Monday night to cutting the promo last night in the car. I'm here. Hashtag justice for KO. KO was right. The man is not wrong in what he's saying. And what he cut.
DJ wants the hot tag.
Does he have a chamber match?
We're good. That's
KO.
fine. Been a 2-minute segment.
Mm-hmm.
You come in and get your shit off.
Match.
But
Yeah, does he have a chamber qualifying match?
who?
He's too hurt.
Who?
Cody just had a match. He ain't too hurt.
They didn't announce all of them yet, so not
Does
sure.
who have a chamber called KO?
KO.
Yeah.
No, because I think it's going to him and Sammy at Mania. The fight forever will be back on our screen.
Right now, I want to see him in Gunther.
Yeah, that is the fight forever.
But
Who?
yeah, Kevin Owens.
Sammy and Gunther. Is that what you said?
Kevin and Gunther.
Okay. That'd be a better match.
That's a match I want to see.
Different.
Yeah. In a ladder match.
Not the fourth time.
Yeah, but Kevin Owens is by far doing the best work of his career right now. And even the troll job with the tweet, hey, if you support my daughter's Girl Scout cookies and by this, I'll continue to wrestle for another 4 years, however many days and hours, letting everybody know that he signed a new 5-year deal without letting people know he signed a new 5-year deal. Like, yeah. So he's under contract through January 2030.
I don't often say people deserve a championship run. This man does.
Hey, Squeeze, how about if Cena wins, you buy a Dumb Marks podcast shirt? How about that? Why don't you contribute to the show? Cena, Rollins, Logan Paul, Drew, Priest.
Well, we'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Whether or not there was a Drew LA Knight shoot fight in the middle of the ring last night.
Oh, wait, I got to get my stuff in.
That was tremendous. Like, you want to talk about a great troll job. Absolutely tremendous. Drew started it off with I went in the back and ripped shit up, trolling CM Punk for tearing up stuff in the back at AEW. Like, yeah. All right, done deal. I'm making bets left and right now. I'm saying, you might as well call me Fandle because I'm out here about to smack y'all with this Cena pick, boy. But yeah, KO.
We got that money to back up just in case.
KO is out there. KO is out there.
We'll offer none of our merch, please.
Yeah, Kevin Owens. But there were a lot of different avenues to go this week, like I said. But he flat out from Saturday through Friday just tore the house down.
Yeah. The way he put his body on the line at Royal Rumble, I could not give it to him this week.
They said that Alabama Slam Cody did was story of textbook storytelling in WWE, but that would be a spot in AEW.
And I'm all here for KO and Sammy at WrestleMania too. KO just needs a payoff for this for me. Like, he's doing, like Steve, you said, he's doing the best work of his career right now. He needs the reward at some point for doing the best work of his career.
Can the reward be him beating Roman?
That would be.
Can that be the reward? No title. No title.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying for what he's doing and him being a branch off of the Bloodline storyline, can the reward be him beating Roman?
For me, I'm fine if that's part of it, but he needs a title run again. It's been too long.
I would like to win be more significant, just not Sammy. I mean, this
look,
is
man. The list of individuals that potentially can get a title run over the next 4 to 5 years is very long. So, I know you got two main ones because they're not doing anything with the IC in the US right now, and they're not really doing anything with Gunther, to be honest with you. as far as propping him up as the main figure. But I just think KO can get vindication without winning a title. Will it add that extra sauce to it? Yeah, but the vindication can be him overcoming Roman. But you can say that about a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Say that about Drew, right? You can say it about Seth. You know, like who knows where Roman and Punk go? Like, would I love to see Roman and Punk at SummerSlam coming out of Mania triple threat, depending on where it goes? With the addition of this favor from Paul Heyman that he owes CM Punk, there's a lot of story to tell there too. Like,
talk about long term shit. I'm still waiting on that favor.
There's a lot to get into, man. Like, so
that's that old school. Someday you're gonna owe me a favor.
Favor you can't refuse. So yeah, no. But I hate the fact that me and Chris agree. So
not your mush.
How's my mush?
No, I said it's not your mush.
Your mush that y'all agree.
Oh, it might be now. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no. But no, my mush is another week-long mush. Even though the perennial AEW mush was there.
Don't worry, we'll get into it.
Yeah.
Let's step on over to the mush side of things. What did you hate this week?
Charlotte Flair. All week long.
There we go.
Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair all week long.
Christian, we log off.
Charlotte Flair winning the Royal Rumble in the first 24 hours had almost 35,000 dislikes.
But did she get top live?
Charlotte Flair on Monday night.
Top live.
Charlotte Flair on Monday night did nothing to get me invested with her and Rhea. The character doesn't work. Charlotte Flair on Tuesday night was just a complete waste in NXT. Her coming out and just cutting that promo again, nothing. And then Flair last night. Oh, you're gotta beg me for it. You got to get on your hands and knees and beg me. Oh, you're just a child in the ring. Oh, I'm a Flair for Flair and blah 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 blah. I don't need it. Who are you? You don't even look like Charlotte Flair anymore. Who are you?
Hey, Oos, what did Jay do? Not a damn thing. Nothing, no different. So,
put him up on your mush. What are you talking about?
He did.
Jay Uso worked for this spot. Charlotte Flair came back from an injury and just got handed the spot.
No, you talking about the promos? What did Jay do? Charlotte I came in the game. Oos.
Charlotte Flair. Oh, I had the most devastating 2 years of my life. Boo. Get out of the ring. Nobody likes you. Don't send her out there to try to cut a babyface promo after winning the Rumble if you're going to make her a heel.
I didn't understand the point of that.
No point.
Yeah.
She wasn't going to get cheered.
She won't build Tiffany up anyway. It's the perfect person. Thank you.
Not bowing down and nope, not happening. The queen of handouts, the queen of nepotism, the queen of entitlement.
Deserved.
No, it's not. It's
Best
not.
Best of the four horsemen.
No, hell no. Hell no. She's not the best of the four horsewomen. You're out of your goddamn mind.
Overall, the best.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
Who's the best?
Mercedes.
Can't talk.
The best.
Can't talk.
Can't.
Bailey can't talk.
Are you serious right now? Charlotte's the worst promo out of the four of them.
Nah. She's two. I give Becky one. She's even killed second at everything.
Bailey doesn't need to talk.
Dude, no.
Consistent. That's four horsemen.
Charlotte's fourth on my four horsewoman rankings.
Lies.
Fourth.
Recency bias.
No, it's not. It's not. If Charlotte Flair wasn't 5'11" blonde and a Flair last name, she would be released like Sonya Deville.
No. She's getting people their best matches. She made Dana Brooke look good.
And then she turned into Dana Brooke.
And who?
And then she turned into Dana Brooke.
I'm gonna give you that one.
They can redo the movie Face Off. They can redo the movie Face Off. It's
Charlotte by
Travolta and Kane.
excellence.
It's Charlotte and Brooke.
See that funny face off.
Who's Mercedes built up?
What?
Who beneath Mercedes has she gave him the best match?
Are you serious?
She built Charlotte up.
She's giving Charlotte how many 5-star matches? Her and Bianca? Are you kidding me?
Bianca's
Mercedes and Bailey in
Bianca was already
Brooklyn.
good.
Mercedes and Bailey in Brooklyn.
Bailey was
is
already
better.
good.
Mercedes
Charlotte
and Bailey
was
in
already
Brooklyn
good.
is better than anything
Ronda
Charlotte has
Rousey
ever done.
Charlotte gave Ronda Rousey her best match.
Oh my God! So did Triple H. Like, what are we talking? It's
Who has Mercedes done that with?
I just rattled off
Already established talent that are good in the
ring.
ring, that are great in the ring.
Look at the past 3 or 4 matches Mercedes has had in AEW. Are you kidding me?
Statlander already good in the ring.
Look at
Willow
Willow.
Nightingale already good in the ring, great in the ring.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me right now?
No, I'm not. Charlotte brings the best out of people.
So Mercedes, Bailey, Becky, all of them were trash in the ring before Charlotte. Rhea was trash in the ring before
No, they were
Charlotte.
on the same level.
They're just
already
all
good. They're already good. They can already go.
counteracting your own argument right there.
I'm not. They can already go.
She had one match with Dana Brooke, and all of a sudden, Charlotte Flair's the greatest ever.
Made her look like gold. Yes, you made her look like gold.
Out of your goddamn mind, dude.
Wish I had some popcorn.
Out of your
I
mind.
don't know. Mercedes is like the Steelers when it comes to playing down to your competition.
Damn.
Oh,
Yo, you're bro. You must not watch Mercedes matches.
we watched the same match. I'm trying to get in somebody else's mush.
No, Chris can't pull the plug because Jay's the host this week. Jay's the host this week, Squeeze. Jay got to move on.
I asked who else got a mush. I guess all three of y'all had Charlotte.
I didn't have it. Y'all was still debating.
Who else has a mush?
Okay.
Mine's another woman, but from a different show. I'm giving it to Cora Jade from Impact this week. Steve had brought up the Women's Battle Royal. Cora Jade did commentary on Impact. Brutal.
That's why she's a wrestler.
Woo. Who thought that was a good idea?
I don't think I think it came off as bad as it did because it was meant to look like, why am I here? I don't want to
That's what I was wondering the whole time.
Yeah, the vibes on it. I don't know if she just completely missed the assignment with it and just it came off extra bad, like extra bad. Like at one point, I was like, "Yo, just turn her mic off. Don't even let her say anything." Like, but that was not. And see, this is another thing where TNA's tapings screw up what we see live. Because Tuesday night, she attacked Bailey and Julia and swung the kendo at Roxanne, and her and Roxanne are no more. But on Thursday night, she's saying that her and Roxanne are best friends and she likes Roxanne. So like it doesn't match up because of when it's taped. Like that's the downside when certain aspects come into play.
Totally messed up.
Yeah. So but yeah, that was not good Thursday night. That could have been my mush. That was my 1B as far as a mush of the week was that whole TNA Women's Battle Royale, Cora Jade, just not good at all.
Part of the reason why I didn't hate the Battle Royal overall, it wasn't needed, but so the winner gets a shot next week for the title. So that was all in the same tapings. The week after you have a live episode. So why wouldn't you hold off and say the winner gets to fight for the title on the live episode?
Yeah, they're going to need to sit down and rethink their booking if they're going to run, 1 or 2 live episodes. I think they're looking at doing one a month live, right? So you're going to have to
March they're not going to have one because of the special.
So, whoa, there's not going to be Canada ginger ale slander on here. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the number one ginger ale.
So what was her purpose?
Charlotte Flair's like Schweppes.
Moist.
Yo, don't ever say moist. Don't ever say moist again. Don't ever not. We gotta edit that out. No. Moist is not a word that should be spoken in the.
This boy's hosted today.
So what was her purpose down there? Because we had to stare down with Masha Slamovich.
That's it.
To
say. I think it was like her and Tessa had the same approach, but it was done two different ways. Tessa was, you not 8 or 9 women are beneath me. I don't need to be in a battle royal to get a title shot. And Cora is kind of running that same type of attitude where like, yo, y'all are TNA, I'm NXT. I'm going after the title. Like, but yet she's going after the title on both shows. So I don't know what they're doing and thinking and booking wise, but she just did not come across as any addition to it on Thursday night.
So I saw something this week.
It's crazy, wild DJ, crazy. Like this man titled the show Cheeks and worked in Moist. His algorithm is going to be insane after he logs off this show.
My phones are all listening. I saw something this week, and I'm kind of hoping we see this direction. Like we were talking during the Rumble, like Natty doesn't get used in WWE.
She called out Masha.
And she called out Masha, and I'm like, listen, I know Gail is like the figurehead of the TNA women's division, but if you bring in Natty down there too to help out, I think that would be a great service to the TNA roster. And Natty's already in Orlando, so she's right there. You know, she could go wherever they tape at if they continue at Full Sail or whatever. You know, I hope she does go there and helps them out.
Behind the scenes, you don't need to see her on TV anymore, man. It's time to take her out behind the woodshed. It is.
And it's like I said the other day, it's like WWE has made me not care about Natty. As much of a fan of Natty as I am. It's like just because the way they use her, it's like I wouldn't.
Natty elevated Charlotte Flair. Natty gave Charlotte Flair one of her best matches of her career. Natty did that because Natty's better in the ring than Charlotte Flair.
That's what I would like to see is that era of Natty and NXT that was helping elevate talent. I feel like she could do that in TNA too.
Cora J definitely mush though.
My mush is Lexis King. That was brutal on Tuesday night. You had something with him going face, kinda teetering the line, but the dab back in the heel and got nothing from the fans. That was a tough watch.
I wonder if they made him do that because they had Fandango returning. Just because of look, my question this week a lot, and I tweeted it out a bunch on Wednesday night, but like, why was my question of the week? Like, why? So, like you said, Jay, with Lexis King, like, why? Why are you like, oh, I'm not going the Pillman route. I'm not playing into my lineage. I'm not doing anything to all of a sudden now. You think I was going to turn away from that?
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah. You got a Beijing 9,000 on your face. Like, what are you talking about?
It's nothing like your pops.
Yeah, nothing like, yeah. You took the black stripes from his wrestling trunks and put it on your face. like I had that just made me lose interest in this Lexis King altogether. I like him changing the Heritage Cup rules.
Definitely, yes.
We're not doing rounds no more. We're not having quarterman. It's one fight to the finish.
Can we just get rid of the Heritage Cup, though?
I agree with you, Chris.
I don't know why they brought it down anyways. Like, it wasn't.
I thought it was because they were going to kind of incorporate that NXT Europe back in, and whenever that hasn't happened now, it's like, yeah, just get rid of the Heritage Cup. Bring it back then if you want to bring it back.
If not, bring Dar back.
That's Junior Varsity for you.
Never had. You never had faith in junior varsity.
Exactly. Just put that coat back on.
Give Thea Hale something to do.
She wrestled on a house show last night. So I think
Again,
whatever was
Main roster.
whatever. I think she was injured because she hasn't wrestled since October. So she was battling something. But got in the ring last night. So maybe we'll see her back on screen sooner rather than later.
We cover all our mush.
Nope, mine's
Okay.
the beginning of AEW with the Death Riders. We start off with a brawl with Jay White, and then Death Riders come in, and then Cope and FTR behind them, and just brawling for like the first 20 minutes, and then talking. I mean, this is old. I was like, whenever I was watching that, I was like, this storyline needs to end. Because it's just like, just take a new face, just pop them in for the Death Riders, and that's what they do for like about a month until they really get to the person who they want to beat Moxley, which I'm thinking is going to be Will Ospreay after they get done with the whole Callis family stuff. But it's just so old, so stale.
It was why is Jay White with FTR and Cope? Why is Jay White starting the brawl on the outside of the arena? Why, everything Wednesday night. There were two segments that didn't get a Y from me on Wednesday night. It was Tony Storm and it was Swerve and Ricochet.
I saw a rumor that Tony wasn't there this week because Super Bowl week doing stuff. But it's like, who was running this show then? Like, and why wasn't it better?
I mean, it was just awful. Then Cope asked him for a title fight, and then Moxley said, no, you don't deserve one. Then I don't even know what Jay White even said, because by that point I was just like tuned out.
Yeah, why are we running another tag team match at Grand Slam Australia when you have Ospreay and Omega versus the Proto Star and Takeshita?
I mean, this is Grand Slam. Put the title on the line.
Nobody's gonna watch it, so
why did they not give any TV time to Okada and Buddy Murphy except one clip calling him a bitch, and now all of a sudden that title match is announced? Why? I literally asked why all night long on Wednesday night, and nobody came back with an answer. I was in people's comments. Why? Like, legitimately want to know why you feel as good as you do watching Dynamite. Like, why? Why are the Guns back and getting a title shot a la Charlotte Flair after being off TV for so long? Why are they just automatically getting a title shot? Why are the Guns and Jay White not back together as part of the Gun Club? Why? Like, why?
It's just making no sense.
And then if you look at the lineup tonight for Collision again, why? They had 190,000 people watch last week. And if you look at the card tonight, there's your why only 190,000 people watch.
I'm starting to have a theory about the why of AEW.
Oh, I'd love to hear it, please, because I'm stumped. I cannot come up with a why. And Tony Khan's talking about he wants to take the company public. You want to talk about a stock that'll tank
happen.
And everybody will lose money?
That'll never happen.
Yeah, it's just bad. Like this whole Death Riders Moxley storyline. I mean, it's been going on since when? Last October or whenever.
You know what's going to make it even worse?
It's not going anywhere. It's just brawl.
Wait till March 5th when Evolve starts running on Tubi.
That's what DJ said.
Yeah. Wait till then, and you lose even more viewers.
I'm good. That's gonna be a rough show.
What, Evolve?
Yeah.
Gabe's running it.
Who's running it?
Interesting, but Gabe that used to run Evolve, the original.
Sapolsky. It's
going
to be like
talent, so I'm not going to mind it. see something different. See some different people.
And I think the layout of the show, I don't think is going to be a straight wrestling show. Like it's going to be at least what I would do with it. And I don't know if he's like what their plans are officially for the show, but I think you're going to get like the reality, like Tough Enough type show, right? Like you're going to see and get to know these people that are just signed brand new, working out, all like trials, tribulations, injuries. Like I think they're going to go like more of that route with it than just a straight, here's an hour wrestling program. So, but yeah, I mean, the fact that Fox didn't want to pick up anything from AEW. They didn't want to do Shockwave. They didn't want to do none of that stuff. But they're running Evolve on Tubi.
Telltale.
Is a Telltale. They'd rather take no name or indie wrestling only diehards know of as part of this ID program. Which that part of it has me excited because there are legitimate wrestlers that have been on the indies and doing stuff that are now getting a chance. You know, it's your Heisman mode in college football. You're running through college up to see if you make it to the NFL, right? Like you're starting with a journey here, and you're building somebody up along the way. It's your create a superstar mode. So we'll see how that plays out. But I mean, look, if they're running it at 8:00 on Wednesday night on Tubi, I might tune in because what AEW is giving me on a weekly basis, just why?
I can't watch.
Why?
It's hard to watch. Very, very hard. No Diddy.
It's like I want to tune in for certain segments, and then that's it.
It's like you.
It doesn't get a lot to watch anymore because there's no reason to.
Just everything. The New York Minute was a brawl.
Can't do that anymore. Can't do Death Riders. Can't do Jericho.
No, you got AEW for All Elders Wrestle. Look, I love Dustin Rhodes, but I don't need you to go from Jeff Jarrett to Dustin Rhodes. MJF.
He went for low hanging fruit. I was like, oh,
yep.
As soon as he started the drug use, I was like, hey, man, I'll turn the volume down. I'm not gonna watch a Cutter promo again.
They are DJ. Yeah, LFG is going to be on A&E, and then the Tubi thing for Evolve is a separate show.
And like Max Caster running out to interrupt MJF just so you get a quick stare down with Hangman, and then Hangman runs through the crowd chasing Caster. Why?
Yeah.
Like,
why?
No pop.
But it's like it's rumored to be that RJ City is the main writer for Tony Storm and Mariah May. And that's been arguably AEW's best story, right?
Yes.
But he's also rumored to be the head writer for the Death Riders gimmick, which has been the drizzling shits. So like you can't give me this grand slam home run and then come out with, 10 strikeouts. Like, how can you be that opposite end of the spectrum in a writing perspective? And Tony Khan's answer in the interview he gave yesterday about just wrestling ideas and have a large group of people and yada, like, if you listen to that answer alone, you understand why AEW has fallen off the way it has. The man has no idea what he's doing from a booking perspective. And he's been a lifelong fan.
Doesn't mean he needs to be running a promotion.
He's a fan.
All he needs, it needs to go back to the way it was in the beginning. He's the money and have the people in charge to do everything else.
Cut the check.
Yeah.
All you people in charge are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, where are the Young Bucks? Where are the Young Bucks? The Young Bucks, you want to know the pop the Young Bucks got this week? They changed the profile on being the elite. It went from the Dark Order version, and now their faces are back on it. So everybody popped because being the elite's going to come back, allegedly. Who cares?
That'll be more interesting than AEW programming.
Matt Jackson's off running a new Instagram account with him and his wife traveling the road together. That's what your EVP's doing. That's the energy he's putting behind right now. That's where his focus is on.
I think it's a title. I don't think he has anything to do with day to day at all.
Why is Mark Davis now in the Don Callis family?
Yeah.
Why? You want to talk about a reveal that got no reaction?
No pop.
They tried to explain it in commentary by saying Callis bought out the contract. So why didn't Callis buy out the contract when Davis came back in freaking November, December?
Callis might be the third brother now. My man's getting too many segments. Every time I look, I see that face up on the Jumbotron. Between him, Jericho, and Moxley, man. Chris, did you give your mush?
Yeah, Cora Jade.
Oh, yeah, Corey. Okay. Since we love AEW so much, I'll play a little AEW trivia.
Oh, we're changing it up.
Just spent 10 minutes shitting on it.
AEW trivia, you got to do some research.
AEW, I did.
Look at you.
Oh, okay.
Wikipedia is not a reliable source, Jason. You can't. Yeah.
What is private parties' build weight?
You mean like when they get announced their combined weight?
Yes.
A bottle of Jack?
No.
Vodka.
How many ounces?
Shots. Oh. I forget. I forget.
24 ounces of cranberry vodka. Who won the first ever match on Dynamite?
Sammy Guevara.
It was Cody.
Who? Cody. I don't know why, but Sammy was the first person I remembered. I didn't know Cody won the match.
Yeah, it's because he walked out with a panda head, 3 sizes too big. Now he's an ROH tag team champion with Dustin Rhodes.
And
We'll
Cody
talk
will be
about a
coming back
star
to
that
beat
is
Moxley
falling
for
off.
belt.
Matt Hardy, Mark Quinn, and Isaiah Cassidy were part of 4 factions.
Oh my God.
Can you name 3 of them?
No.
The conglomeration?
No.
Jeez. 4.
The Hardys have a name?
I cannot name
Oh, that
4
was
factions.
what was it? The Hardy Investment Company? Something that Matt was running. It had something to do with
Hardy
money.
Family Office.
But the other one, I don't even know.
They were also bought out by the Andrade Family Office. We have La Faction Ingobernables and the Firm. I knew nobody would get the Firm.
The Firm was Stokely.
Yeah, Firms was Stokely. Yeah,
Dude, that's terrible.
Why wasn't Alexandra York brought back for that?
how many, barring the MMA match in blood and guts? How many cage matches has AEW held?
So take out Blood and Guts?
Yes, and Jack and Hager and Wardlow.
2?
No.
Cody, Wardlow, Bucks, and Lucha Bros.
Britt and
Thunder.
Britt Thunder. Even though that wasn't sanctioned, shouldn't count.
I'll go 6.
5.
I was going to say
Cody
5.
had one, and Jack Perry and Luchasaurus.
They had a cage match. I don't remember that.
Who holds the shortest women's AEW title reign?
Nyla Rose.
No.
That's who I was thinking too.
Sheeta or Jamie Hayter?
Sheeta. Who holds the longest?
Sheeta.
Sheeta.
That's what Rita.
And that's telltale right there.
Bro, why? These questions are answering my why.
Between the inner circle and the pinnacle, how many titles were held?
Six.
No.
3.
No. 2.
I was gonna say 2.
Two. Wow.
Two or 5, depending on how I word it. But 2
Jericho.
AEW Championship, Sammy and the TV Championship. Sammy held it 3 times.
So the Pinnacle held nothing at that time.
Nothing, which was surprising. Yes.
I thought FTR was.
I thought FTR was at least champ. Yeah.
Who holds the most? Who holds the most TNT title reigns?
Sammy.
Tied with
Darby.
No.
Cody.
Tied with.
It's a 3-way.
Yeah.
Wardlow.
Jeez.
And that, my friends, is AEW Trivia.
Go ahead, Steve, say it. Why?
Why? What are we doing?
Yeah, the real why is why are you still watching? Your rant on AEW is as long as the program, so why are you still watching it? You just a glutton for punishment?
Looking for hope.
Yeah, man. Like I wanted to succeed so much. Like there's so much.
Yes, so do I, but there's only so much I can tolerate with it, you know?
There's so much talent there. Like there's that's I think that I think I just answered my own question of why. They don't have a mission statement. The mission statement when AEW started is what made AEW great. That mission statement has now gone away, and it was gone a long time ago, and they have no mission statement. There's no direction that they're striving for, and that is why the why is constantly being asked.
Just want to put on wrestling.
That's it.
We can see that down the street if you just want to put on wrestling.
It's on almost every damn day. You can watch wrestling. You got, unless you give something that's worth watching, why tune in?
Yeah, there's a show going on tonight.
Anybody
Yeah, I'll
tune
be
in?
out. No. I can't tell you the last time I watched an actual Collision.
I never have.
Live or a recording. They're just stocking up in my DVR.
I'm
It's
going
been
back to watch
It's been a
matches.
good year.
Y'all just tell me the good matches. I go back and watch.
Same. Anybody have any quick hitters?
I do, but I don't. After that disappointing bit of trivia, I don't even know if it's worth talking about anything. Speaking of wise, Ricky Starks is your new Defy Heavyweight World Champion. He won the belt last night and defeated Kenta. So congratulations, Ricky Starks. Taquan, I resent that statement. R-Truth again delivering gold on TV like he always does, with the interaction with Jay and Tozawa last night, telling Jay congratulations on winning the King of the Ring. And Jay's like, yo, you better go get your man. And Truth's like, oh, he just yeeted on himself. We talked about Penta being the Iron Man in the Rumble. Starks winning. Josh Alexander is wrestling Eric Young for his final TNA match next week. It was already taped. His contract ends on the 15th, so next Saturday. He's officially a free agent. Talked about Evolve. Talked about ratings for Collision. Oh, here's one for you. Did you see the video the artist formerly known as Elias, now going by Elijah, released on social media
I
this
didn't
week.
watch it. No,
I did not see that.
I saw he might be signed to Ring of Honor, but
He is really good video of him walking with the righteous.
Okay, that was legit. I didn't know if that was
Yeah.
AI or
So
what.
he is all there, and I'm here for them three together. It's just
Like
I'm
it
gonna
fits.
watch it.
we'll see it. Nikki Bella, #1 spot in merchandise sales. Yeah, you're welcome.
Did you say you're welcome? Like you had a fucking thing to do with it?
I did.
What are you talking about down there?
I brought Nikki Bella back.
You're gone.
He funny, man.
Pat himself on his back. He had nothing fucking to do with.
He talked it and it came reality.
Smirk on his face.
You're welcome.
He's proud of himself.
You're welcome.
Gonna start doing the Rock's too chi down there next. That was all me, brother.
Yep.
That's gonna be Steve.
Well, hey, listen. if Hogan could go on, Pat McAfee show and take credit for making amends with Macho Man, then I'm definitely coming out.
And Bret Hart.
Oh man, yeah. You think I'm gonna be the only guy to let Hogan get his shit off? No. I'm coming on here and I'm taking my place. I'm taking my place and taking credit for everything that I deemed that I was responsible for. And Nikki Bella coming back and being the #1 merch sales. That's me. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Triple H. You're welcome, Hunter.
Called Paul up and was like, "Hey, I got an idea for you."
Yep.
Thank you for tuning in this week's edition of Dunmark's podcast. Cheeks, we've all decided Tony Storms has the best in the business.
No, you decided that. I'm not going with Tony. She's up there. She may be top 5, but I'm not putting her up there at 1.
I see that TikTok list. KD's at my first, MJ's at my first. Kobe, no.
We might need to do some more research for scientific purposes.
Oh, I definitely will.
I'm running. I got like 6 names in my head right now that I can just rattle off. That
Tune in for After Dark. Like, follow, subscribe, follow us on all social media platforms at Dumpmarks Pod. Give us a like, follow, and listen. Head on over to Pro Wrestling Tees and buy some merch. Anything else I'm missing?
Listen
you
on
hit
Spotify.
a cheeks, a moist, and a blah. That's ridiculous.
With that being said, thank you for tuning in. Our quote of the week is, "Those who don't believe in magic will never find it."
Hold on. Hey, DJ, you get a 2-minute run-in segment, right? To get your shit off if Cena does not win the chamber. I got to come up with my end of the bet for what I get in that regards. Unless you threw out there and I might have missed it, what we get, what we collect. So, we'll bring that up. But yeah. Anybody else want to bet against the house? We got squeezed by merch.
We'll have our money.
DJ's gonna have to donate Twitch subs or something. I don't know. We'll come up with something. But man, y'all, come on! I'm coming to collect. I'm gonna be like the
our
tax
managers
man.
look over the terms.
I'll be like the tax man. All y'all gonna owe me taxes after Cena wins the chamber.
Hit us with that quote one more time, Jason.
God damn, I gotta turn my phone on. It went in my head.
Something about magic and pulling rabbits out of a hat.
Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. Thank you for tuning in.
Something you tell a 7-year-old that